Hello, in this training session, we are going to be talking about customization and configuration of the mimik client library and the rendered mimik edgeEngine platform. But as a reminder, first thing, let's make sure that we have initialized our CocoaPods distribution system. So it's CD to where the Xcode example project is saved. And here we're going to run pod install. Then this initializes and installs the appropriate CocoaPod libraries, their dependencies, and the targets. So then you can open the XC workspace file in your Xcode. So, and yeah, reminder, and so we can go to our view controller. We can just try to run the application to make sure that it compiles okay. We don't need this line. Yep, seems to be compiled okay. So what we can do about customization? For example, in later on sessions when we'll be using one more of the APIs, we will see there will be some console log entries coming both from the mimik client library and the mimik edgeEngine platform. And we have a way of controlling of how much information we want to see in the console log. So right here in the lazy variable instantiation, we can access our library, and there's an API available. It's called set client library log level. And it's what you would expect. It allows you to specify one of the usual options. So this controls the mimik client library, but it does not control the edgeEngine platform. But we will get to that next. So let's see what kind of options we have. Default one is info. You can turn everything off, or you can turn everything on. It's somewhere in between as well. So let's go for info, which gives you the more important information without spamming your console log too much. As far as the edgeEngine platform is concerned, there is a separate way to control the log levels. So for edgeEngine, we have an API called set edgeEngine startup parameters. In the documentation, you can see the available options, and the documentation warns us that we need to call this method before we call the start edgeEngine API. So this is because these are low-level startup parameters that are used for the edgeEngine initialization. So they really need to be set before, in order to be guaranteed that they will be taken in to be set before you start your edgeEngine instance. So let's define our startup parameters. We have these three options that we saw before. So the log levels, again, from debug to off. So let's go for off for now. Node info level, this is the level of information that other nodes on the same network will be able to see about our device. So for now, we can go with on, which is the default option. And a node name, that's a custom node name that the other devices on the same network will see as a name for our device. So we can specify a name, say custom device name. And now we're going to set the parameters like so. Another thing that we can specify is a port number that the edgeEngine platform will be operating on. So it's say we have a special use case and we really need to use a port number 9000 on the device. If we don't specify the custom port number, it will be automatically set by the Mimic client library on first use. And yeah, so the documentation warns us about this, that once you set the port number, either manually with this API or having the library set it for you automatically, the client library will log into this value and cannot be changed at a later time. So it's a one-time operation only. So that's the reason why this is a failable API. So we're gonna guard against the failure here. And if we get a failure, then we're gonna port so we know that it occurred. So we are gonna see this action in the later training session when we have the edgeEngine platform running. So for now, I'm just going to show you the customization options. And the last one I want to show you is an alternate discovery mode. So in iOS 14, Apple has added several restrictions on how and when devices can discover each other on the local network. And this alternate local discovery mode employs some of the Mimic backend services to help with the local discovery of the devices on the same network. So the two options are true or false because it's a bool. And since we are running on a Mimic production environment, when we are using our developer ID token for authentication, this option is available to us because it's been deployed to the set backend. So to summarize, the customization and configuration is around the amount of log levels for the console. And then we also have a few parameters for the edgeEngine startup. Also the custom port number that we would like to the edgeEngine to operate on, and the alternate local discovery mode. So that's everything for now, and thank you very much.